Language development, vocabulary growth. A child's vocabulary expands between the ages of 2 to 6, from about 200 words to over 10,000 words, through a process called fast mapping. Words are easily learned by making connections between new words and concepts already known. The parts of speech that are learned depend on the language and what is emphasized. Children speaking verb-friendly languages such as Chinese and Japanese tend to learn nouns more readily. But those learning less verb-friendly languages such as English seem to need assistance in grammar to master the use of verbs. Literal meanings. Children can repeat words and phrases after having heard them only once or twice, but they do not always understand the meaning of the words or phrases. This is especially true of expressions or figures of speech, which are taken literally. For example, 2 preschool-aged girls began to laugh loudly when listening to a tape recording of Disney's Sleeping Beauty when the narrator reports, "Prince Philip lost his head." They imagine his head popping off and rolling down the hill as he runs and searches for it. Or a classroom full of preschoolers hears the teacher say, "Wow, that was a piece of cake." The children begin asking, "Cake? Where is my cake? I want cake." Over-regularization. Children learn rules of grammar as they learn language, but may apply these rules inappropriately at first. For instance, a child learns to add ed to the end of a word to indicate past tense, then form a sentence such as, "I go to there, I do to that." This is typical at ages 2 and 3. They will soon learn new words such as went and did to be used in those situations. The impact of training. Remember Vygotsky and the zone of proximal development? Children can be assisted in learning language by others who listen attentively, model more accurate pronunciations, and encourage elaboration. The child exclaims, "I go to there," and the adult responds, "You went there?" Say, "I went there." "Where did you go?" Children may be ripe for language, as Chomsky suggests, but active participation in helping them learn is important for language development as well. The process of scaffolding is one in which the adult or more skilled peer provides needed assistance to the child as a new skill is learned. Language milestones. The prior aspects of language development in early childhood can be summarized into the progression of milestones children typically experience from ages 3 to 5. Here is a table summarizing language milestones in early childhood. By age 3, most children can follow instructions with 2 or 3 steps, can name most familiar things, understand words like in, on, and under, can say their first name, age, and sex, can name a friend, say words like I, me, and you, and some plurals, cars, dogs, cats, can talk well enough for strangers to understand them most of the time, can carry on a conversation using 2 to 3 sentences. By age 4, most children know some basic rules of grammar, such as correctly using he and she, can sing a song or say a poem from memory, such as The Itsy Bitsy Spider or The Wheels on the Bus, tell stories, can say their first and last name. By age 5, most children speak very clearly, can tell a simple story using full sentences, uses future tense, for example, Grandma will be here, can say their full name and address.